Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Etho, and welcome back. You are once again watching me do amazing things that I do, like this. Look at this. Woo! Oh, yeah. You are very impressed. Yes, you are. Okay, let's get to it here, guys. So that digital miner has been amazing. We have so many ores now. I've been just I've been having so much fun now because it's not like every time I make something it's like, oh, I gotta go mining again. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make this, and oh my goodness, what is that? It's a flying horse. Is that, no, that's not a dragon. Is he friendly? Can I oh, I think he was trying to get me there. I don't know if I've seen these guys. Yeah, he's trying to kill me. This is a bad guy. Oh, that's cool. He can land and everything. Oh, I want to tame this guy so bad, but I don't think he likes me. You are a glorified bat. That's what you are. Oh, he drops leather. Hopefully that wasn't like a very rare, unique creature that I just killed that I'll never see again. Yes, so let's get to it here. We're able to make stuff so much easier now, which is great. I made a looting sword. It's very good. It's got upgraded power on it, so I can just recharge it instead of it taking durability, which is nice. And starting to make bags of holding. Oh, you can put them inside each other. I didn't know that. Well, that's cool. So I got like a redstone bag here and just a general garbage bag here. I've been able to make some tracks so we can actually work on our coke oven situation here. I found a block I like for the pipe. I think that looks pretty good. There's another horse up there. This one not so pretty. He just yellowed me. He just jumped off and smacked me. Oh, he's still here. Alright, stop distracting us. So I did this thing here, like a support beam for our pipe. I think that's pretty good. I might do it a little bit different, though. Like, we might just go up to... Oh, I missed. Let's go back down. I think we might just go about up to... Oh, I got an Invar jetpack now, too, which is awesome. I feel very distracted. Or I'm all over the place today. So much stuff going on. I want to tell you all about it. Okay, we might do it like this and then just like take out these. Does that make sense? And like have it go like this. Let's see what that looks like. Which one is better? That one looks stronger. Maybe I'll connect it at the top. I'm not sure. The other thing I want to do here is... Let's grab these. We're going to start decorating the floor and stuff. We're going to like actually get to building today, which I'm very excited for. Get some stuff done. So I might run these all along this track here. Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh no. Whoa, okay. And we fly away. And I died up here, so my ship is up here, so if I die, I'm trapped down there. So we don't want that to happen.
You're hurting me! Stop it!
I think I'm going to change this one more time. I'm being very indecisive about what blocks I'm using here. My problem with this orange and like the yellow, look how bright it is. Like, it's so bright. It really stands out a little bit too much, which I don't like that. So I got to find something else. Look what I did with the pipe here, though. I really like this. I put some horizontal supports here, and I did make it go all the way around after all. I can't really do anything about these corners, though. I can't get rid of this line, but I don't think it's super noticeable. Hopefully not. But yeah, anyway, I like that a lot. These pipes running down the middle here is like where the this stuff actually enters the big pipe from each of these ovens. Now, let's see, what are we doing next? Oh yeah, I was going to talk to you guys about the redstone stuff. So I'll probably try figure this out off camera a bit, but I'm going to try get this running actually, if possible. That's what the redstone bag is about today. I decided not to do it with computer craft. I might if this doesn't work out too well for me. But I did some research today on the different logic gates in Project Red. There's a lot of these I've never used and never bothered to try out because I didn't know what they did. So I've just ignored them always because I've played around with these before. Remember the Counter-Strike map I made with B-dubs on the old Feed the Beast server? I use these things a lot. But the one that caught my eye is state cell. I think we're going to be using state cells and counters a lot here. Okay guys, so I made a few of these state cells and we got some counters here. We're just going to try these out really quickly here to make sure they do what I think they're going to do. And I want you to... oh, that's different. And I want you guys to see how they work too, so you understand how this all functions later, hopefully. So yeah, there's two outputs on this. That's what the outs are. And I think there's two inputs. The lock is like a reset, I believe. Let's just run some cable to see what happens. But this thing is like a timer, so you can set what time interval you want on it. When you start it, I think with this one, yeah, you send it a pulse and then it starts running. It only ran once. I thought it would keep running until you stopped it. Alright then, well I guess in light of that I decided just to use a regular timer here. I think it'll be fine. We got a counter here. So you tell it what number to count up to, how much to increase it by, how much to decrease it by. And this is the decrease over here. This is the increase, this one. And then you got outputs on both sides here. So what we can do, let's just sleep away here. We got to control this ramming thing, this arm. We got to move it into position when a coke oven is done cooking. We got to tell this thing to go move to that coke oven, right? So we got to send a certain number of pulses to these pistons to move it. And that's what we're using this counter for, to keep track of how many times it's moved. So when the timer runs, it sends a pulse to the counter every time, and also to the piston. This is increasing. It's at 3, 4, 5. When it gets to 10, it's going to stop, and it's going to lock this wire, so the arm should stop moving. And yeah, so there we go. Then ideally we would reverse it somehow. Don't know how this is all going to work. It's going to be very complicated, I can tell already. But let's just try it out and see what happens. I'm going to connect this to the piston. So this should actually start moving now in this run. Oh baby. Oh yes. No crashes. I'm happy about that. Looks pretty good too. We're gonna make this thing look neat too. This is just a very bare bones form of it, but we can make it look cool too. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was about, but we just broke some blocks apparently. Uh-oh. Why did that happen? Oh, we're breaking blocks all over the place. It's ripping it to shreds. I don't know what's happening here. That has me very worried though. Okay, this is a little bit later now. I've been doing some more work. That issue we had was because the rod folder ran out of rods apparently. So you gotta be really careful that doesn't happen, or else it starts destroying stuff, I guess. All that stuff with the counters and that, just forget about it. I started doing it and it's like, oh, this is getting really complicated, and then I decided to try to figure out a little more simple way. So I've added a redstone block on the bottom of this track, right? We can actually just physically stop this thing at certain spots, and then we don't have to, like, instead of keeping track of where to stop it, we're just hard stopping it. Like, we're actually physically stopping it now. We got pistons, one over there and one over here. This guy, he followed me down there. He might get hurt here a little bit. I'm not sure. There's another one here. Yes. Okay. What happened to my levers? I have it right on my hotbar. So, for example, if we wanted to stop at this coke oven here, the middle one, all we got to do is power this piston. That makes a block come out here. And then when this thing goes there, the redstone block should catch on that and stop it. Let's try that out. Get a timer running. Off it goes. Might take a little while. I did want to play around with the timing here too. Let's just see how long it stops for. Not very long. We could probably shorten this just a little bit. Make it a little bit faster. But it's getting to that point. So it should stop. Somehow we gotta tell it to shut the timer off though too. Or I would like to. When it hits this point. Don't explode. Please don't explode. So yeah, it'll just stop it. So then we tell it to do its thing, and then we gotta just send it back to the default position. Should be fairly simple that way. Okay, so there's maybe one more thing we'll do here today, and then we'll go do something else. I didn't want to spend the whole episode working on this. Well, actually, I kind of do. I really want to keep working on it, but for variety's sake, we'll go do something else as well. So this thing's going to move into position. The door on the oven's going to open up. Giant fireball will come out the door. And then what I would like is to actually have the coal blocks and like the coal coke to be visible in some way. So I put some drawbridges here just to show you what I mean. And this oven's 5 wide, so each of these needs to have 5 in it. Actually, when loading the thing, so a minecart's going to run over top this with a load of coal or whatever. It's going to run over top the ovens. It'll stop at whichever one's loading. And the coal from that, the coal blocks, is going to go into these drawbridges, ideally. And load up exactly 5 in each. I don't know how to do that is the only problem. I think we'll have to use Steve's factory manager, possibly. But I'm not very good with that at the moment. It's going to take me a while to figure it out, unless you guys post me some screenshots on how to do it. But then what we would do is just simply run a signal back here, flip the switch, and then we'll actually be able to see coal in the thing loaded up, right? Which is pretty cool. So we load it up with coal, then the door closes, and secretly we retract this, right? And then the coal will actually go into the oven, because it doesn't do anything if it's here. But the doors will be closed, so we won't see it that it's not there, right? When it finishes, though, when this is done, and the doors are going to open again, still following me? The coal coke then goes into these, because you can actually make blocks of coal coke, like so. And again, we'll want exactly 5, if possible. Oh, I don't have enough for the last one. And then again, we will do this. Right, and then we'll see coal coke in there. Door will open up and we'll see that. And then this arm's going to move over here and push this, right? It'll actually physically push the blocks. And then I'm going to have over here, I just made a whole bunch of block breakers. These are very expensive. Each one takes 3 diamonds. Thank goodness for the digital miner. That's all I got to say. These actually break blocks though, right? So we'll have this going underneath or something. And no mobs after me. Good, good, good. So when these blocks get pushed forward over top of this, let's just put some fake blocks here for right now to show you. These are going to trigger. Ah! Girly scream. And it'll actually break the blocks, and then it'll keep pushing them. It'll push it all the way over. They'll fall on this track here, and then we'll have a cart pick them up. So it'll be very, very close to accurate. And as this is happening, I think we're going to release some steam on this other side because normally they spray water on the coal coke to cool it down after it's done cooking, and it makes a giant steam cloud, which would be awesome. So that is the hopes and dreams of this project. It's turning into a very big thing for such a small thing, you know what I mean? But I think it'll be really cool when it's all done. Okay, everybody, so what are we going to be doing next here? Well, I thought it would be cool if we started that bandit camp today. Remember I talked about that? I want to have a group of troublemakers, and we're going to build it very close to this village, so hopefully they can interact with each other fairly easily. I'm going to put it up over here, I think. But yeah, there's going to be a group of troublemakers that sort of roam the land, and if they happen to encounter any of those guys, for example, they will fight them, and there'll be like little wars or something. I'm going to change the NPCs so they don't instantly respawn when they die too. So if one of them dies, it's actually going to be a thing. Like you won't see them for a while, which I think would make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we need to farm up some stuff here first. This is how I'm just doing this to show you how I've been doing most of my tree farming so far. We would really benefit from an automatic system. I will say that. But for now, it's working. Basically, just grow trees with the watering can, chop them down. I love the quick despawning leaves. It's so good. Makes this so easy. And yeah, basically, that's what I've been doing. So when I think of a bandit camp, I actually looked at some screenshots right now of like how different games implement bandit camps. Of course, one of the main things every one of them has is a campfire. So we're gonna build a campfire and torch. This is actually a recipe I made myself. Maybe I'll show you guys how to do that because I've seen some people questioning how to make things. Let's see, where's my wand here? Yeah. So guys, if you ever need a recipe, what you do, you make an NPC, you go to global here, there's recipes on this list, and the custom NPC mod has like a carpentry bench with a 4x4 crafting thing. That's what this is. And some of the recipes for it are here. If you go to global though, it's the default crafting table in Minecraft. You can't use a Tinker's crafting table. And it has a couple default recipes here. These ones from Campfire I added, and I couldn't find a recipe for the extension for Bistronics, so I had to make my own here. And same with the desk book. So I've been adding a couple recipes here. I'll probably add a lot more because not everything is craftable. And all I gotta do is like add a new one with the add button, put in my materials and the output, and then save it, and it's in the game basically. So that's how I was able to make a campfire here. It's very cool. So if there's ever a mod where I can't make something, I can just add it in there, which is cool. So this has to go. Get rid of that. Get out of here. I don't know where to put the campfire. We gotta clear a bunch of land here. The other big thing I've seen though, isn't that a cool campfire? I like that a lot. All bandit camps pretty much had like a wall around it, like a wood spiked wall, you know? So that's what I'm gonna build and sort of set up our perimeter here. And I think I'll use oak logs for that. Something I was considering. Oh, I'm just throwing junk in my redstone bag now because I ran out of space in my junk bag. Something I saw though, or thought of, we got these carpenter blocks. Can we... Yeah, there's almost like a spike in these. Spike shape. That's like really perfect, isn't it? If we do that... No, that doesn't look good. We should use something that looks like sod wood, you know, without the bark on. But yeah, I like that for the spikes. So I'm going to make a wall around here, and I'll be right back. Aha! So check it out, guys. I think that turned out really good, actually. I'm very happy with this wall. Turned out better than I expected, even. So what I did, I just tried to stagger them a lot, you know. So they vary between 2, 3, and 4 blocks tall, each of these posts, and then I also staggered them like this way. So some are this on this line, you know, some are on this one, but it's basically a straight wall still. Um, and they're either 1 or 2 blocks long, you know, and then it staggers to the other side. So that's cool. And the only thing I gotta decide is what to use for these tops, like I said. So I figured we should use birch wood. I tried oak planks and it looked terrible. I think we need something that looks like it's fresh cut, you know, so it's a little bit brighter. And we don't want the plank texture in it, so we'll probably want these maybe. They're pretty smooth. Uh, you know, that's not. Hmm. It's too smooth. It doesn't. No, I want to see like a little bit of grain of wood on it, you know? That's not quite right still. Maybe I'm being too picky. Could that be? Alright, well, I'll figure it out. So, we'll probably have some tents around here. It's a little bit cramped in here, actually. A little tighter than I thought it would be. But we'll put some tents around here. Maybe dig a little hole, like a cave, where they stash their stolen goods. And we're going to have a watchtower. I think this is a pretty good spot for a watchtower. Maybe like here. Do, let's maybe make it 5 blocks. 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm terrible at counting. There we go. I think that's right. And the other one would go here. So a couple posts that go up. Probably want it to go at least, maybe this tall's good. Feels about right. And then we'll have a floor up here. A little cabin. So it turns out I don't really know what I'm doing here. I've never built a watchtower before. So I don't know if this is going to turn out very well. And it's one of those things that people are so good at building in Minecraft. Like it's one of those things people have built so much that like they can do amazing things with watchtowers. Um, but mine's gonna be terrible. I think what I'm gonna try do is maybe something like this, and then have like a fence up here and rope connecting from this side to this side might look cool. I don't know. And then like a staircase. No, not a staircase. A ladder. Oh, maybe a post running up the middle here with the ladder on it, and we will just drill a hole right here to get up. Now I want to stick like a NPC archer up here. The only thing is, unfortunately, NPCs can't climb ladders. So if we put a guy up here, he's stuck up here. He's never going anywhere, which might not be a bad thing, but he's not going to be able to like walk around or anything. Or if he does, he'll never be able to get back up, type of thing. I just realized I never changed that. You guys are probably like, Etho, you're building with spruce and dark oak mixed together here. Whoops. Yeah, I wasn't liking the spruce too much. I'm using a different type of wood compared to the fence just so that there's more variety in color. Alright. Throw that there. Anyway, I'll try work it out. I wanted a little cabin here too, but there's really not a lot of space. It's a very tiny watchtower. Something else we need at this bandit camp, and I did use these birch planks, by the way, because I couldn't think of anything better. I really think we need like a pit, a hole, you know, where they put the prisoners. You know how they, well, in TV shows anyway, they have like a hole with a lattice covering or whatever, and they throw the guy down there, and he has a terrible life. So that's what I want. I want like a pit for the prisoners. Just be a very simple thing. Yeah, we got a prisoner. We got a sad panda down there. Poor guy. I don't know why, but the name Sad Panda came in mind when I was trying to think of like who should we put down here, and I typed in Sad Panda, and sure enough, it's a player's skin. So, and it's a panda bear with headphones, and he looks kind of sad. So yeah, that's the prisoner. How perfect is this? The pistronic rods make a perfect like covering for this, right? I think it's great. We could even make it open and close if we want. Huh? Uh-huh. So I did another modification on the watchtower. I got rid of the skinny legs and switched it back to the fat ones. I think it's better with the fat ones, but I kept in the skinny like sideways braces and added some fences up there. We're gonna put maybe a red roof on this just for some color, but I don't have anything red, like no red clay or anything right now, so I'll have to go make some, I guess. Now check this out. This is from Growthcraft. This is the rope, and I wanted to try just run it across like this. Oh, as sort of a railing, and connect it over here. Is that cool? Hopefully that's cool. Tell me it's cool. I don't know. Alright guys, I've been playing way too long today. I had so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, but we should probably wrap it up here. I could stay on here all day, I think. And do that. Uh-huh. Anyway, so I put together a book, a comment for today. Let's read it. Oh, and I never put the Game Boy back. I gotta stop doing this. Like, if I accidentally walk away with this Game Boy, if I die with that, I can't get into all my stuff if I can't get my grave. And I'll basically have to restart, and that would be very bad. So I should never be carrying this with me. If you see me with it, give me a slap or something. I don't know. Anyway, here's the comment for today. It says, Etho, why isn't the mod Mine Factory Reloaded here? It was so useful. I'm just wondering if there was a reason, like if it wasn't 1.7 or something. Great video though, but I feel like a lot of things would be much better with a few more mods. Okay, so I think Mine Factory Reloaded is a great mod. I've played around with it in the past. I think it's very good at what it does. But what it does isn't what I want in our world here. So it's very good at like compacting stuff, making stuff really easy, like easy to set up farms. Super efficient, and really there's no reason not to use it if you have it, because it's like the best you could do. Like, it's a complicated machine in a single block basically. I'm trying to avoid stuff like that in this mod pack, in this world. I think it was great for Crash Landing, because the idea behind that mod is to get stuff quickly, kind of, or to get stuff from nothing. But in this world, in this series, I'm trying to do stuff more creatively, and I feel like that's a hindrance on that. So that's why I decided not to include it, as well as a few other mods. Like I think Big Reactors is a good mod, but I decided not to include it because it's basically, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a creative way of doing power, because it's always the same type of thing. I like things that have lots of pieces to them that you have to put together and sort of complete a puzzle, instead of like, here's your picture all done for you type of thing, if you know what I mean. So that's the reason why I've made some of those decisions. I might change it in the future though, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so we gotta set up some tents in here yet. We gotta do some just general decorating. Some pathing needs to be put in. Maybe a gate, and then the NPCs that actually live here, and they need to be programmed. And then our bandit camp is done, and the cave. So there's a bit to it, but I think we did a pretty good job here already. And the roof needs to be done. A little bit of stuff needs to be done on it yet. But anyway, hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.